guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a fun video. It's a kit share for a year-long hop that I'm joining in called Through the Season, and it is started by Jeanielinguine. Okay, so I made quite a kit here. I'm really excited about this YouTube hop. So it's called the Through the Seasons, and it's a year-long YouTube hop with some fabulous people. And make sure you check out the description box below because all their links are in there. Make sure you go like and subscribe to their channels. But today is a kit share, so every 3 months we will have a different kit, and it's with the seasons. There are some that are in the southern hemisphere, so like this kit for me is a winter kit, but in the southern hemisphere it's summer, so their kits will be different themed. But I am just a little bit nervous about the fact that I have to use it for 3 months, and so and it's the first time I've kind of created a kit, so I have probably put everything in here because I like to have choices and I like to use a bunch of things, and so I didn't want to run out or get bored, which can happen for me. And so get a drink and have a comfy seat because this is going to be a lot of kit, but I think that this will help me get some things used up. I try not to use anything like crazy new. You'll definitely see it with the papers that I chose. They're all from my stash, and I am a theme scrapbooker, and so things are in my room kind of separated by theme. So I went through everything and I just pulled out stuff from my kit. So I'm going to set these aside and we will look at the papers first. And so for me, when I think of winter, because I have some snow paper, but I don't have a lot of snow pictures. And so for me, when I think of winter, I think of like cozy or cabin feel, you know, that kind of thing. So I decided to play off of colors. And so for my the colors for it are the blues, the whites, you know, in terms of like the snow and cold. But then I have a lot of browns and wood tones in here in terms of like winter, forest, cabin kind of feel. And so I have quite a few papers here. Like I said, I don't want to get bored. And so I just kind of have put a whole bunch of papers in here to use. And I didn't go through any scraps because that'll kind of just come with the page. I didn't pull in my dyes or my inks or anything like that. I kind of wanted to just give myself that creative freedom of what I'm feeling in the moment when I make that page, but I will go to my kit for the papers and the embellishments. And so we'll go through these papers, and I think they're mostly all single-sided because these are just old papers. And so you can you'll see the theme emerge. So here's, you know, my blues and the whites that are kind of in there. And I am going to, at the end of 3 months, whatever I don't use, if I don't like love that paper and think I'll actually use it, then I will get rid of it. So I really like this this hop as a way to use up my stash. I probably won't use as much new product because my my scrapbooking has kind of evolved. I really liked this one here. And I will work more with collections than I used to, and so this will be a good way to get some of these papers that I've used up. And I took apart paper pads and separated them, and so some of these are just from the paper pad. And I pulled out these, this is here, the Call of the Wild. I don't know if I'll use that or I could fussy cut that out, but I really liked this pattern here. Same with these, just some wood tones for, you know, that kind of wintry cabin cozy feeling. I went through a lot of my geometrics and pulled out some of this kind of patterns. Then of course you have to have some gingham, some plaid paper. This is some wood grain. And this was a paper pad. So I have a bunch of this kind with different color woods. And so I thought this was a good, it had that wood and the white. Some more just good blue. I pulled in this plaid because it's brown. That cozy feeling. Some more wood grain. Another kind of white washed wood. I really like that. It looks chippy. Some blue and white. I pulled this in because I liked this. I don't necessarily think I'll use that strip because that's not really the color scheme, but I kind of wanted to add to this blue stars in here. This one was a little bit different color blue. I almost didn't put it in here, but I like that it's a frame, so I thought that might add some fun. Just some brown colors, some more geometric. I have a nice mixture of busy and non-busy. This one here, I think I couldn't find a date on this one, but this has got to be extremely old, so I'm glad I put that in there. Some polka dots. This is some tie-dye, but I thought it also kind of looked like snow, so it's kind of wintry. Just some more pattern paper. I put a denim in here. I put this in here. I do have, even with some of my embellishments, I have some floral that's white, kind of staying with the color scheme. But again, I don't want to get too bored with just plain snow white winter pictures. So this is kind of a fun one. This one, because it's brown, and this one has a crazy pattern. I feel like it messes with your eyeballs. Some creams in there. I did throw in some travel embellishments also because I do have a bunch of travel photos to scrap. I really like "Not all who wander are lost." That's one of my favorite quotes, and so I really like that one. And you know, these are like if I don't want to use this part of it, I can use the top part. So I threw it in there. This one's really old. Again, I could fussy cut out the plain and just use this as photo mats or whatever. I thought this was sweet. I thought this would be a good baby photo. I have some photos of my friends' sons when they're babies. This is such a nice blue. Threw in some deer because, you know, like I said, the cozy cabin feel. I threw this locker in here. It's blue. I have some school photos to scrapbook, and so I thought, why not throw that in there? This also is a nice graph paper that I like. Brown lined paper there. This I thought was fun. This is like a fur. Definitely reminds me of snow, and it has even seems like snow on it. So I liked that to throw in with winter. We're getting to more of the winter photos that I did pull out of my winter paper stash. So that's what these are. And so I'll have some of these. I do have some photos when I went to school in Flagstaff of my dogs in the snow that I could probably scrapbook with these, but I just don't have snow photos. But I'm thinking I might bend the rules a little bit and do a Christmas layout or like a photo from Christmas time even on snow paper, because it doesn't have to actually be snowing. Like this one I think is pretty, and it doesn't have to be like that we're in snow. So I like that. This is fun. This is very retro to me, and this could be snow or it could just be like a retro feeling. So I threw that in, and I had two of those. This one, this is really not my style. I don't know where this paper came from, probably a million years ago. I probably have evolved, but I really liked this top part, and I thought it would make a nice like photo mat or even just half of a page, so I put that in here. These are also kind of that retro snowflake look to them. And I threw some of these photo realistic ones in. I have a really hard time using these. And so if I can't figure out how to use them with these are probably some of the ones that will go after the 3 months. But I wanted to get them in here. I had a paper pad that had photorealistic papers in it, and I had taken it apart. And so I threw those in. This one's a little bit darker than the color scheme, but I just thought that it was really pretty, and I like these kind of brown flowers that go with it. And this one, again, because it's that foresty kind of feel with it, these are just hard to use, but I wanted to put that in there. Some wood grain, or it's more like, not grain, like planks here. This one is a really interesting one. This is another paper pad thing. And I think all the paper pads mostly were Recollections paper pads because they went on sale and I would buy them. But then I never used them, so I took it apart and put it with my themes. And it's helped me use it a little bit more, but then now I work in collections a lot more. And so, like I said, I really like this hop because it's going to get me to use some of my stuff. I threw this in. This is really pretty. I think this one's from the Hobby Lobby. Oh no, it's a Recollections. So from Michael's, and it's wood grain, but it has like a shimmer to it. Sorry, I know that it's covered, so that probably had glare. Another blue wood grain, and then a white wood grain. So those are going to be the papers and kind of the color that I am going to work with for my kit. And I cut out these. So these are some floral. And again, I'm aware that like winter doesn't really scream floral, but these are some white ones, and I think that they'll be really pretty. And these are an afternoon walk from Craft O'Clock that you fussy cut out. And so there's some pretty kind of white frames in here, or some of these brown windows. So I thought that would be a good addition to my kit. And then I kind of went through everything and gathered a bunch of my ephemera. And again, like I said, I get a little bit nervous that I'm gonna run out of things to put on my pages because I put so much. And so I just went through. Here's some washies that I did pull, and this is to help remind me to use washi. I can always look through again if I don't love these ones, because there are some brown ones I didn't pull out all the washies, but these are the blue ones that I liked. You know, I had some of these die cuts, some sayings. I love these. I got these in a Christmas hop, and so, or for a swap with Ginger's Corners, and this was made by my swap partner, and I just love them. And so I put them in here because I felt like woodsy and deer. You know, I did a lot of travel things, so I have adventure. I threw these in here. These are just some square stickers that I've had, and I think these are like creative memories from a bazillion years ago, but I thought I could use the squares for something. And so I threw those in. Some passport. This is just some brown because I got the brown in there, but I did put a lot of travel in here. I put a bunch of, I have these like tags that I thought would go. One of the things I wanted to try was not being themed scrapbooker, so I'm just put everything in that followed the same snow or blue, whites, browns kind of thing, so that I could pick through and use those type things in here. Some tags. This is a 49 and Market collection, but this is all that I have left of it. I used a bunch of it for when I did the wedding, when we got our license. And so this is all I had left, but it has that same color scheme, so I threw that in here. Here's just some more little things I have. I have this little snowman die cut that I don't know where that came from, but I'm like, well, that could work, and I could dress him up a little bit more. This little cool jacket, but it's blue. I have these also from a swap. Aren't they adorable with the little snowman and the hot cocoa? So I have those that I can use. I do have, oh, like I said, more of these tree branches in here. I did put these fences in here, and I have them in white also. I don't know if I'll use them. Another one of those deer, so cute. And then I had a bunch of these like wood snowflakes that I think were ornaments at one point. So I had those. And then I do have some wood little sayings in here that I just pulled out. I think I got these in a My Creative Scrapbook kit. And so I have that I can work with. And so that is my little embellishment tray that I can use. And then I have this thing that they'll all sit in. I don't know if you can see. It's like a tiered tray. I found it like at Goodwill. And so my papers will actually fit in the back. But I have put in here a bunch of, sorry, I'm going to have to put it off to the corner just to show you. So I have a bunch of these labels in here. Again, everything is blue. This is also from my Christmas swap. as well as this one. And so I have those in there to use. I threw in some more of these label things. I don't know where these came from, but I have so many of these tags and I just haven't used them up. Some film strips. I kept this in here. It's adventure and it is black, but I still liked it. And then I have these little gnomes here. And so that's in that pocket of my little thing here. And then I threw in gold with this collection because I had a bunch of sayings in gold. So these are Thicker's Lovely. And so there's some of that left. I did have some of these extras, some of these white leaves here. And then I had these from a sticker book. Then they're foil and they're blue. And I realized there's like more flower and stuff. But again, you never know, or I don't know what I'll feel like scrapping and which photo I'll feel like scrapping. So I tried to put, you know, not just the winter things in there. I got some letters. I have so many letters I need to use up because I don't reach for letters. I either make them on the Cricut or I just use titles that are already made. So again, this year is going to be, each of my kits will have a bunch of letters so I can get those used up because I have so many. And then, you know, I don't know if there's enough in here to make words. This is what's left. So again, if there's nothing left, I can get rid of those. So I have that. I did put in a bunch of some sticker sheets I had. So here's like a 8 by 11 of that wood grain there. But like I said, it's kind of also a travel theme. So I put in these sticker sheets. This one is a Cartabella in this brown color because of the whites and the browns. I have this also a Cartabella sticker sheet that I threw in. I did also use or find this like rub-on wood grain, so I thought that was really pretty. And who knows when I've had this. I don't know if it has a date on here. I don't see a date, which is probably good because I don't need a date myself. But yeah, so it's a whole rub-on 12 by 12 of a wood grain. So I thought, well, that's interesting. I haven't used that, and so that's in my kit. I have these, and these are vellum, and they're like snow vellum pieces. So I did just put the whole thing in here because I won't take this apart, this paper pad. So I just put that in here so that it stays together. I have these Bo Bunny cut aparts that, let's see, Bo Bunny Powder Mountain. And I think this is possibly a last year collection. They do have a backside paper as well. So, but I have them in here as the cut apart. So I have it separated from the paper. And then I did put in these two. This one I put in because I really liked this frame and I thought I could cut out this part. And then for this one, these are from a paper pad. I thought I could cut out this deer. So I put those in with the cut apart section. And then lastly, I just have some more like saying type things that I need to finish up. Here's a Heidi swap. Here's Thicker's second Avenue. And so there's some sayings to use. Here's Thicker's. I don't think I've used very much of that one. And then this one is Thicker's Happy Day. And there are these other colors, but I can use these blue words that are in there. But that is going to be my kit for the next 3 months. And so this month is to show you our kits, and then we have a process video at least next month, and then the last month is a layout share. But I usually put everything on my channel, so every time I work with a kit and make a layout, I will have a process video for it, and I will make sure to have a playlist for this. Again, it's Through the Seasons is the name of the hop, with Jeanielinguine and a bunch of other ladies are joining in, and I'm so excited to play along and get some stash used up, maybe inspire you guys to go back through. As I was kind of curating this kit and collecting it, I was going through all my papers and all my embellishments, and it was like, oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, I forgot I have this, and that'll work with that. And so it also caused me to actually, you know, touch my older stuff and remind me, you know, why I fell in love with it before, and we're going to use it up. So thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. Make sure that you like and subscribe to all the ladies that are also playing along with Through the Seasons year-long hop. And let's see what we get done this year. I'm shooting hopefully at least 10 layouts from my kit. If I can get more, that would be great, but it's not the only thing I'm working on. So yeah, fingers crossed, 10 layouts. We'll get some of this good stuff used up. All right, thanks everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye.